Hello everybody and welcome to a new lesson. The focus of your lesson today will be grammar. And your lesson is on your book, Portal to English 11A, Students Book page 46. Let's start with the objectives of the lesson. Number 1, identify the uses of was or were going to, used to, and would. Number 2, practice the uses of was or were going to, used to, and would. In our lesson today, we will look at exercise A and exercise B, page 46, and you may need to look at the grammar page, page 89, for further explanation of the rules and for more examples. Let's start with exercise A, page 46. Read the sentences from the text on page 44 and answer the questions that follow. Pause the video and have some time to look at the sentences and to match them with their uses. We start with the first sentence. We were going to steer the ship through a narrow gap in the reef, but a powerful wave destroyed our rudder. Look at the structure in the box. We're going to. What is it used for? What does it refer to? Yes, very good. It refers to actions somebody intended to do in the past, but probably didn't. Look at the second sentence now, and pay attention to the two structures in the boxes. I used to love listening to stories about their adventures and would spend hours dreaming about exotic destinations. What are the two structures used for here? What do they refer to? Yes, very good. They refer to repeated actions or situations in the past. Read the first sentence again and answer the questions. What was the plan or intention of Ralph and his friends? Yes, very good. It was to steer the ship. Did they steer it? No, they did not. Very good. What happened? Why didn't they steer it? Excellent. A powerful wave destroyed the rudder of the ship. Which word in the sentence shows that the action did not happen, or that the plan or intention was not fulfilled? Yes, very good. It's the word but. If you look carefully at this sentence, you will see that it begins with a subject. Then we have the structure we're going to plus a verb in the infinitive. Then we have but. Then you have subject. And then we have a verb in the past simple. Pause the video and look again at the structure of the sentence. Let's try and use the same structure to write a similar sentence. Let's think about a subject. Yes, for example, the player. Then what will we use? Was or were going to? Yes, very good. Was going to because it's singular. Think about a verb in the infinitive. Yes, leave the team. Then we have but. Think about a subject now for the second sentence. His manager. And now we need a verb in the past simple. Yes, very good. Convinced him to stay. So the player was going to leave the team, but his manager convinced him to stay. Also conveys the same meaning of an intended action that was not finished or an intention that was not fulfilled. Let's do some more practice. Match the sentence parts to get meaningful sentences. We'll do sentence 1 together. I was going to meet my friend for dinner. So what can be the answer, the second part? But, yes, very good. He called to say he could not go out. Pause the video now and finish the 3 other sentences. If you have finished, let's begin. Sentence number 2. She was going to apply for the job, but, yes, very good. She found that she did not have the required experience. Sentence 3. We were going to paint the house green, but, yes, very good. My mother did not like that color. Sentence 4. They were going to travel to Kenya for holiday, but COVID-19 broke out and ruined their plans. We finish with this task. Read the sentences and correct the verbs in parentheses. Pause the video again and take some time to do the task. If you have finished, let's begin. Sentence number 1. What can be the answer? Yes, very good. Started. The verb must be in the past simple. They were going to have a picnic, but it started to rain. Second sentence. Was going or were going? Yes, very good. Were, because we here it's plural. So we were going to watch the new movie, but the tickets sold out. We finish with the third sentence. He, yes, very good. He was going to, because it's singular. And his friends, yes, it must be in the past simple, came over. So the sentence, he was going to finish reading the book, but his friends came over. Let's read sentence 2 now and then answer the questions. I used to love listening to stories about their adventures and would spend hours dreaming about exotic destinations. What time of his life is Ralph speaking about? Yes, very good. He is speaking about his childhood or his boyhood. What did he like doing when he was young? Good answer. He liked listening to his father's adventure stories. How often did he listen to those stories? Yes, excellent. Many times, times and times again. Do you think he still loves listening to adventure stories? And do you think he still spends hours dreaming about exotic destinations? Very good. No, it was something he did often in the past, but he no longer does now. Yes, no, he is telling about things that happened in the past, were repeated in the past, and are no longer true now. What structures did Ralph use to speak about the things he usually did in the past? He used two structures. Yes. Number 1. Yes, very good. He used to plus verb in the infinitive. And the second structure was, yes, it was would plus verb in the infinitive. Let's look at the sentence again. I used to love listening to stories. Can we write the sentence using would? Can we replace used to with would here? Very good. We cannot. Why? Yes, because would is only used with action verbs. It cannot be used with stative verbs. And here the verb love is a stative verb. Let's look at the other sentence. I would spend hours dreaming of exotic destinations. Can we write this sentence using used to instead of would? I used to spend hours dreaming of exotic destinations. Is this correct? Will it be correct? Yes, very good. It's correct because here used to can replace would. So when you are in doubt between using would or used to can be a safer choice. Let's now do these tasks together. We have 3 sentences on the left, and on the right we have 3 uses of used to. Pause the video and match the sentences with their uses. If you have finished, let's begin. Sentence number 1. We used to live in a small village by the sea. What does the sentence describe? Very good. It describes a permanent past state. Sentence number 2. My father used to go fishing in his small boat. Yes, very good. The sentence describes a habit in the past. Finally, sentence 3. I used to go fishing with him every Sunday, and the meaning here is a repeated action in the past. We will do the same task but with would. We have two sentences, and on the right we have two uses. Pause the video and match the sentences with their uses. If you've finished, let's begin. Sentence number 1. Every night Linda would turn on the radio, sit down on the sofa and drink a hot cup of coffee. What does this sentence describe? Very good. It describes a typical behavior in the past. Sentence number 2. My grandmother would always wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and the sentence describes a past habit. Pause the video now and look at this table. It summarizes the uses of used to, would, was, or were going to in statements, in questions, and in negative forms. Notice here that was or were going to do not have a negative form. And in the question is asked in the negative. Weren't you going to travel to France, for example? Let's look at exercise B, page 46. Rewrite the sentences below using the words in brackets. You have 5 sentences, and for each sentence you are given a word to use to rewrite the sentence. Remember the 3 structures we've seen today, and remember that we need to use the infinitive after them. Let's work on the first sentence together. The word given is would. The verb of the sentence is spent. It's in the past. We need the infinitive form, which is? Yes, very good. It's spent. We will have would spend. So what can be the answer? Yes, excellent. The answer is, when I was young, I would spend my afternoons on the beach with a good book. Pause the video now and take some time to finish the other 4 sentences. If you have finished, let's begin. Sentence 2 now. Who can try it? Yes, well done. The answer is, we were going to take a tour of the island, but my wife got sick and we had to cancel it. Sentence 3. Yes, well done. My family and I would travel to Europe when we could afford it. Yes, go with sentence 4. Excellent answer. They were going to get a visa on Monday, but they didn't have all the documents and had to go back the following day. We finish with sentence number 5. Yes, that's the right answer. I used to think that trips to the countryside were boring until I went to visit my aunt in Oxfordshire by train. We finish our lesson today by looking at these examples. Number 1, because of COVID-19, our life today is not what it used to be. Number 2, before the outbreak of COVID-19, we used to go to school 5 days a week, but now we don't. Number 3, we were going to spend our holiday in Europe, but COVID-19 broke out and we cancelled it. Good luck and goodbye.